Hello guys, welcome back to the channel Mathematics World. Here I am with another interesting topic, that is Euler-5 function. What is Euler-5 function? Let's see the definition. For n greater than or equal to 1, phi n denotes the number of positive integers not exceeding n that are relatively prime to n. Okay. What does it mean? Phi n is a positive integer which is less than n and relatively prime to n. Okay, so let's take example. Find phi 30. So to find the phi 30, what we do? We find the number which are relatively prime to 30 and which are less than 30. Okay, so what are the numbers? 1, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23 and 29. Now to find the phi 30, we have to just count this number to find phi 30. So we have 8 numbers, so phi 30 is equal to 8. Okay, this is the example of Euler-5 function. Here we have some results. So first result is P is a prime if and only if phi P is equal to P minus 1. Okay. Second result is if P is a prime and E greater than 0, then phi P raised to E is equal to P raised to E minus P raised to E minus 1, which is, here we take P raised to E common, so we write P raised to E 1 minus 1 upon P. Okay, here we get, if we split this P raised to E minus 1, we write P raised to E into P raised to minus 1. So P raised to minus 1 is nothing but 1 upon P. Okay, so that's what we write here. Now the third property is if n greater than 1 has prime factorization, that is n is equal to P1 raised to E1, P2 raised to E2 and so on Pr raised to Er, then we write phi n is equal to P1 raised to E1 minus P1 raised to E1 minus 1 into P2 raised to E2 minus P2 raised to E2 minus 1 and so on Pr raised to Er minus Pr raised to Er minus 1. Okay, now if we take P1 E1 common from this bracket, P2 E2 from this bracket and Pr Er from this bracket, so in one bracket we get P1 raised to E1, P2 raised to E2, Pr raised to Er. So for that reason what we write n, so we write here n, and by taking out P1 raised to E1 outside, here we have 1 minus 1 upon P1. Okay, similarly for this bracket we get 1 minus 1 upon P2, similarly 1 minus 1 upon Pr. So this is what we get for phi n. Okay, now by using this result we will prove our next theorem. So let's see the theorem. So our theorem states, if m and n are two integers and m and n is equal to 1, means GCD of m and n is equal to 1, then phi of m into n is equal to phi of m into phi of n. Okay, so how we prove this? Let's see one by one. So here we have given m and n are two integers. So for that what we take prime power representation for m and n. So we write m is equal to P1 raised to E1, P2 raised to E2, so on Pr raised to Er, and n is equal to Q1 F1, Q2 raised to F2 and Qs raised to Fs. But we have given GCD of m and n is equal to 1. So from that what we get, Pi for I is equal to 1 to r is not equal to Qj, where j is 1 to s. Okay, just now we see phi n, how we write that. Phi n is equal to n into 1 minus 1 upon p1, 1 minus 1 upon p2, so on 1 minus 1 upon pr. Okay, so similarly here we write phi m, which is equal to m into 1 minus 1 upon p1, 1 minus 1 upon p2, and so on 1 minus 1 upon pr. Similarly for n we write. Now if we take multiplication of these two, then we write phi m into phi n is equal to the value of phi m here and phi n here. Okay, so we take m and n outside and we multiply this 1 minus 1 upon p1, so on 1 upon 1 minus 1 upon pr into these q values. Okay, and we have pi is not equal to qj for any I and j. This 1 minus 1 upon pi and 1 minus 1 upon qj are different, so therefore each factor appear exactly once, means element is appear exactly once. Okay, so therefore this is the value of phi m into n, therefore we get phi m into phi n is equal to phi m n. Okay, that's what we have to show. So here I have one example. By using this theorem we find phi 360. Okay, so first we take factors of 360. There 360 is equal to 2 raised to cube 3 square into 5. Okay, therefore phi of 360 is equal to 360, means m into n is 360, so we write 360 1 minus 1 upon 2, this 1 upon 2 into 1 minus 1 upon 3 into 1 minus 1 upon 5, which is equal to 360 into half into 2 by 3 into 4 by 5, which is equal to, we cancel these two, so here we get 120, and again we divide by 5, then we get 5 2s are 10 and 5 4s are, so 24 4s are 96. So the value of phi 360 is equal to 96. Okay, this is the example. This is how you solve this. So here I have two examples for you to solve, which is phi of 1001 and phi of 5040, and here you have the answers, so you can tally your answer. And if you want the solution, you can follow me on Instagram, where I post the solution of these two. Okay, so that's it for today's video. I hope you liked it and learn new concept. Bye.